At MSJ a couple of times, first as a lay woman from 1979 to 1989, and I actually entered the Sisters at the end of that time, and then I taught during that time and I was a coordinator. Then after I entered, I taught at other schools, and then I was asked to come back to MSJ as a Sister of St Joseph because it was going on to years 11 and 12, and I'd had experience teaching those years, those senior years, teaching sons and God. I'm a maths teacher by trade, and a studies of religion. So that was in the early 2000s, and I taught there for 8 or so years. Look, I have so many powerful, wonderful memories of teaching and being a coordinator at MSJ. Because I loved it so much, so many good memories have come back to me when I've been reflecting on my times there. I loved being part of Peru Day, athletics carnivals, swimming carnivals, just teaching generally. But I think something that really comes back to me is the leadership and the person of Anne Derwin. She was there when I first came, in 79, 80. She was the RE coordinator, and then she was asked to be principal. So I was on her staff during those 8 or 9 years when she was in leadership. So I think she had a great influence on me, and in fact she had a great influence on me entering alongside other sisters who are on the staff, who were wonderful to work with. But Anne has had a lasting impression because of her leadership, the person she was, the way she related to people. we were all in this together at MSJ. It wasn't us and them. It wasn't just students, you know, who were different to the staff. We were there like a family. And she really taught me how to teach in a different way. She taught me how to relate to students and families and staff. So I've got a lot to be grateful for. So yes. So yeah, I think that's one of the most powerful images I have at all my time at MSJ.
Sounds like it was a real community.
Oh, extraordinary!
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm on a staff now at a school, and some of the teachers at this school I'm at the present time are women I taught, and they talk so lovingly, and we all do, about our time at MSJ. Them as students and me as a staff member. And we've laughed a lot, I'll tell you. Can I tell you a little story?
Yeah.
I was just, at the end of last year, we were talking about the olden days. Now these women are in their 30s and 40s now. And I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Year 10s used to have driving lessons on a Friday afternoon around the school. A driving instructor used to come in on a Friday in his car and give kids a driving lesson around the playground and up and down the passageways.
Yeah.
So we laughed about that. No OHS rules back then. So so that sense of being able to look back at memories for students, which were really good, says something about the community spirit.
How would that be significant for you, or why was it so significant for you, do you reckon? Like even Anne's influence on you, or the community aspect of it, or
I suppose that sense of belonging. That's one of our deepest desires as humans. You know, the desire to be loved and to be able to love, and the desire to have a sense of belonging. It's very, very strong in humans and animals, I believe. So when, and MSJ was certainly an example of where people felt that they belonged. And that's one of my, things about, I hope that continues, where people feel at home. Just that sense that students and staff had a sense of belonging, a sense of community, but also for the spirit of Mary McKillop and Julian, Miss Woods, to be always part, that the core of the spirit of MSJ. I think that's crucial, absolutely crucial. And for there to be a sense of justice from people who belong to MSJ.
It sort of mentioned that, would you say that everybody was treated equally?
Oh, for sure, definitely. And that was one of the things that Anne Derwin really stressed. We were all in this together. And if we're all, if anybody's, in a family, of course, they have a sense of belonging and there's an equality. And everybody should be treated the same. Same as, I mean, people have, students have got their different roles, of course. Staff have got their responsibilities in different roles. So that's. But everybody's equal, in their own right. And I hope, I think MSJ has always been a place of great hospitality. And that's part of the spirit of Mary McKillop and Julian. Hospitality is very important. Now, I can often remember, I remember often that when people came in from outside, they have often said, I felt as if I was welcomed. And they felt part of the place.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important.
Yeah. I guess that hospitality links back to belonging,
Yeah.
to equality, to that spirit.
Yeah.
Mary McDonnell, Julian.
That's why I used to love being out the front in the mornings and just greeting people, students, parents, teachers.
Yeah.
Just that, just a nice way of starting off the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's such a little thing. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Just a little bit of advice to say that be yourself. We can't be anybody else except ourselves. And I think when we can honestly be ourselves, we're all unique, then we can be happy with ourselves. Now, when we try and be like somebody else, we're not being true to ourselves. So, be yourself and love that self. And I think kindness is a big thing, being kind to yourself. But when we're kind to other people, we no longer are thinking about ourselves, we're thinking about the other. And I think that brings happiness to us. And the third thing, and I've said this to students for many, many years, and I think it's one of the most important things to remember. You are never alone. God is always there with you, with us. So even during those times of great sadness or great joy, in all parts and all times of our lives, you are never alone, but God is there. And it's a God of love. It's one of my favourite quotes in the whole of the Gospels, the Bible. But, it's from John's Gospel. God is love. Isn't that wonderful? And I just, when I was reflecting on that, just think for yourselves. I am talking to students and everybody, okay.
Absolutely. And parents may watch it too.
Good. Just think for a moment. I've had students do this. Even to sit in your room or somewhere where you absolutely love being, in a park or on the beach, and just think about the people who have loved you in your life and who love you now. Could be grandparents, parents, family, siblings, friends, your teachers. And just recall what that feeling is when you are loved. It's very powerful. And just sit with it and just hold it. And that love is God. God is love. So I think just for you to remember that.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Indu imani arma lucis, put on the armour of light. And imagine MSJ girls can do anything.
Yeah.